We extol the life of Dr. Martin Luther King because it is a worthy life to be praised. His was a life of profound simplicity and untarnished love. He fulfilled life's first requirement. He knew himself, therefore he knew the hearts of all men. He was indeed a citizen of the world. Martin Luther King loved people, all people. He shared their sufferings, their hopes, their frustrations, and their dreams. The superficial barriers of a sick society could not contain him. He rose above the barriers of color and culture, of race and religion, of national origin and economic status. He belonged to the ages. His was a universal vision. His love was as limitless as eternity. It was this love for all men that gave him his sense of direction. He set his face like a flint toward the promised land of freedom and love, and challenged all men to follow in his train. He became a leader of mankind. He spoke to their hearts, and their hearts responded to his universal language of love. His was the voice of the century. He spoke, and when he spoke, the world listened. It listened because somehow it knew that Martin Luther King spoke for all the people. His was a voice made strong by his faith in the dignity of man, a voice made eloquent by his passion for peace and freedom. He spoke with power because he had convictions that were steeped in the distilled wisdom of the ages, convictions that were nurtured in prayer and consecrated by sacrifice. There was a celestial music in his eloquence that lifted his utterances and gave wings to his words. When he spoke, he combined the dynamics of Demosthenes, the passion of Mark Antony, and the simplicity of Christ. His words flowed from the inexhaustible depth of human experience. Dr. Martin Luther King was the greatest orator of this century. His words burned through the brain like live coals. His expressions were like the dance of sunbeams on moving waters. His thoughts pierced the soul like a lance. He was as humble as the flame of a candle, yet as brave as any of the knights of King Arthur. Purity and goodness hung about him like the exquisite aurora of springtime. The truth which he expounded was as ancient as the 8th century prophets, yet as modern as tomorrow's sunrise. Martin Luther King has gone to join the immortals, but his words still speak. His voice will continue to resound down the corridors of the centuries. As I listen, I can hear him even now as he speaks in New York City on his return from Europe after receiving the Nobel Peace Prize. It was in this address that he dedicated himself anew to the task of freedom. He declared war on poverty, ignorance, and suffering. It was in this speech that he proclaimed the battle cry, the clarion call to all men of goodwill to rise up and to join the fight for freedom.